Hey guys, how's it going? This is Mr. Champlin here, and today we are going to look over solving real-life systems algebraically. All right, please follow along. This video might be a little high-paced because I'm trying to squeeze it in at a decent time. All right, thank you. So let's start with the word problems. You recently got a job as a camp counselor and need to buy supplies for their sports. On Monday, you purchased 8 soccer balls and 3 footballs for $152.50. The next day, you have to go back and purchase more, so you get 6 soccer balls and 2 footballs for $113. How much does each soccer ball and each football cost? Well, the first thing you have to do is identify variables. All right, and by doing that, we'll write a let statement. So the first thing I'm going to say is I'm going to use X, and I always choose the first item first. So let X equal the cost of each soccer ball. And because we're all big fans of X and Y, we will let Y equal the cost of each football. And why I'm choosing X and Y is I just feel they're just easier to use and more recognizable. All right, well, we got our variables. We have our let statements. Now we need to identify our 2 equations. So my first equation comes from when we went shopping on Monday, and then the second equation will become from the day we shop afterwards. So I'm going to say Tuesday. So on Monday, we bought 8 soccer balls and 3 footballs. So instead of saying soccer balls, we know that X represents soccer balls. So mathematically, we can write 8X plus 3Y because Y represents football and X represents soccer balls. And then we need to recognize our total for that day, and it looks like our total is $152.50. So I'm going to write $152.50 here. All right, and then on Tuesday, we went out and bought, it looks like 6 more soccer balls and 2 footballs for $113. And I can feel you already writing it down. So yes, let's write it down. So I have 6x plus 2y, 6x plus 2y equals $113. All right. And yeah, I like keeping it decimals because dollars have 2 decimal places. All right. Now we need to solve. And to solve, let's look at this. It's 8x plus 3y equals 152, and 6x plus 2y equals 113. I'm thinking this is going to be an elimination problem. So taking the equation up from up here, I think our best choice would be to multiply by -6 on the top section and by +8 on the bottom equation. That way we can cancel out the x's. So when I do that, I'm going to get -48x. So for this equation, I'm going to get -48x plus, minus 18y equals negative 915. And then for the following equation, right, I'm going to write right under it, is going to be 48x plus 16y equals 904. When we combine them, we will eliminate the 48s, and we're going to get -2y equals -11. Divide each side by -2. And you get y equals +5.5. And I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to circle that because we found our y value. All right, and I'm going to keep it as decimals because we're talking about money, right? So I'm going to keep it as decimals. Next, now I have to substitute it back into an equation. So let's substitute it into the bottom equation. So the bottom equation says 6x plus 2, but instead of y, because we know now y is 5.5, I'm going to Now substitute y for 5.5 and set that equal to 113. And again, I got this from the bottom equation. You can try either equation. When you solve these out, you're going to get 6x plus 11 equals 113. You're going to get 6x equals, I'm going to subtract 11 from each side. I'm going to get 102. And I'm going to divide each side by 6. And now I get x equals 17. So we found what x equals, we found what y equals. So if you really want to get full credit, you write shoes, footballs. I'm sorry, what do we got? We look at the let. So soccer balls cost $17 and footballs cost $5.50. All right. You guys have a wonderful day, and thank you very much.